Hey guys, welcome back. So help me get to 1,000 subscribers. So please subscribe and like and give a thumbs up on this video and all the other videos if you like them too as well. And what I'm going to do is to try to boost everything up and try to get to 1,000 as quick as possible. Hit your subscriptions there. I can't see who's all subscribed, so make your subscription public. And when I get to 1,000 subscribers, my first 1,000 subscribers, one of you guys is going to win a prize. And when we get close to the 900 mark, we'll start revealing what that price is going to be. So be optimistic and help me out to get to 1,000 subscribers. So thanks for watching. So now what we're going to do is we're going to talk about 5 dislikes and 5 likes I like about this thing. So let's get started. All right, guys. So the first thing, obviously, is storage. You gotta buy the bags, you gotta buy everything. This is all you got for storage. That's the only thing you got for storage from factory. So basically, you gotta buy the box in the back, buy the flip up, or buy the thing on top. Which brings me, that's the first thing, which brings me to the second thing. You buy this, you get ready to, you buy this thing for 30 grand, plus tax or whatever if you're in the US for 28,000 and then plus tax or whatever. And I think now with the COVID and all that shit, prices have gone skyrocketed. So you got no space, you got no nothing, and you gotta buy them. So that comes up to my second dislike, basically, is these things are damn expensive. From windshields being close to 2 grand to lower doors in the 400s. Like, I'm gonna say Canadian pricing because that's what I'm used to. You know, the mirrors being close to 300 something, the backup cameras being 500 bucks. So my second dislike would be everything's expensive on this. And I think they know it and they sell parts on it for overpricing that what they're actually worth. Like, you buy a snorkel kit on an ATV, you'd pay from $350 to $500 for a nice custom snorkel kit. Well, on this thing, well, you're paying $1,000 for a snorkel kit, Canadian price. So, $1,000 snorkel, and basically, you're not doing a million things to it. It's already got all the attachments hooked up and everything, so you're basically just plug and play. Well, yeah, it's nice, but $1,000. So that's my second thing. Another thing is, there's a lot, everything doesn't last very long. Like, there's clunking, rattling drive lines, you know, like everybody knows about the drive line rattling. It sounds like a can of pop, 5,000 RPM. Like, everything clunks. Like, it doesn't, look, you can listen to the front end. There's a lot of clunking and rattling. You'd figure that maybe the quality of the parts for the price you're paying would be more solid on everything. So that's my third dislike. Fourth dislike is like a sacrifice to a like that I have. So it's low to the ground, but it's a stable bike for racing and all that. But us up north, when hunting season comes along and everything, you better have yourself chest waders because your ass is getting wet and you're gonna freeze your ass off. So that's another dislike, but it's a compromise for the bike being so stable and everything. And then the fifth thing is the rad. We play a lot in the mud, and that video showing you how I clean my rad and everything. Well, basically, it's clean now because I just cleaned it, but it's basically every ride. And the last time I took the rad off completely. Like, I disconnected the one hose on the one side and flipped it sideways, and basically had to clean it because the fan in the back, everything. Like, if you think you're cleaning your rad like the video I showed you, and that's good enough, no, that's basically disconnect your rad, completely move it sideways and wash the back of it because it's gonna get dirty. And being up north, I wanted the tracks, so I can't put the rad relocate because that would be my next purchase, because it's annoying to wash the rad every time. But if you're down south and you don't want to have tracks or nothing, snorkel kit and rad relocate, first 2 things you buy before you even buy your tires. So that'd be about my fifth thing that I don't like. Well, there was other things I didn't like before too, but they're fixable by Just like saying like the rad, you can put a rad relocate. So it's all stuff that you can fix, but then it's money, money, money. Just like I'm saying that the cost is high, because the rad relocate, I think it's like 17, 18, 1900 bucks. So it's like you're adding $1,000, you're adding almost $2,000, you're adding the windshield, the flip up for people down south is like what? It's 1,500 bucks Canadian. So it all adds up. But anyways, coming back to it, but it's everything that you can buy and fix. Like all the rattle noise and everything, like from shock therapy to everybody else, you can buy all the connecting the sway bar links and all that and eliminate all those problems and issues. But it's just more money spending. That goes to my second concern and everything. It's always the money, 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 money. And then like when you buy it, first thing you'll notice, you can't back this thing up or anything or anywhere. If you put a cooler in the back, or you put a snorkel or a rad relocate, you're not seeing back there. So you're gonna buy a backup camera and you're gonna buy mirrors. So that's the first thing. Things that you can fix. And that was a concern at first. No backup camera, you're not backing up, you're gonna hit somebody. You gotta stick your head out the side, you can't see where you're going. That was one concern. Things I like about this thing, stability. This thing is awesome, man. You're climbing a hill, like you can never do that with a four-wheeler or the side-by-sides that you sit high or whatever. Like, brother-in-law's got the R-Max and he climbs the hill that I'm climbing. He's thinking he's flipping every time. This thing here, basically, you got one wheel up in the air and everything, and you feel the security of it, that it's not gonna go over or anything. So that's one of my favorite things about this, and the power. Second thing I love about this thing is power. And the same thing again, comes back to it. You can just add on the power, If you want to spend the money, bigger turbos, better intercooler, better charge tube, blow off valve, catch can, the whole 9 yards, it never stops. So be ready to spend money if you want to throw power at it like crazy. Same thing with the tracks. You want to have this thing for the winter time, it's another thing. It always comes down to the money. The tracks are, with the mounting bracket and everything, it's over $10,000 for a set of tracks in Canada. Like, it's 10 grand. You're right off the bat, if you're thinking of buying this thing and you're enclosed cab, the windshield's gonna cost you a couple grand. The side windows are gonna cost you $800 for side windows. Lower doors are gonna cost you nearly 400 bucks. A roof's gonna cost you 450. The back glass is gonna cost you 400. So just to enclose the cab, it's gonna cost you over 4 grand by the time you're done and everything. And then you got to spend 10 grand on the tracks. So you're throwing $14,000 on a $30,000 machine right off the get-go, and you didn't put no accessories that for modding the bike or improving the bike or tires or anything. So going back, another thing I like, I'll stop talking about things. It's always comes down to the money. Like basically, it's a money grab. You buy an X3, you get ready to put it in, unless you want to keep it plain Jane, just right in the summer with the stock tires and the trailer and enjoy it. Love the machine like that as well. It's fun. The power, like I was saying, if you've never driven a side-by-side with a turbo, you're going to be amazed. That was basically what I fell in love with that right away. It used to have a sticker right here there. It used to say, this vehicle will exceed your expectation. And I looked at that, I laughed. But the thing did. And when you start drifting on asphalt with tires to play with whatchamacallit, they're the ones that come with it. There's the Maxxis Bighorns. I couldn't believe that you can side drift this thing on asphalt. Like I thought I was gonna flip. And but no, it's stable and everything. So third thing that I like about this is basically accessories. I used to be a Yamaha guy, and Yamaha, well, they fell behind a long time ago. There's no accessories. Like you look at something, you want to go aftermarket, does it fit? Does it fit properly? The fitments, you know how it used to be. So when I bought this, I looked online, and what I saw was the accessories and the catalog of all the parts that I can get, from snow plows to everything. It's amazing the accessories that you can put on this. And now the aftermarket world in the last 3 years or whatever, or 4 years, have caught on to that. This bike, you buy it, there's nothing you can't put on it in accessories that you can imagine. You can do whatever you want. It's limitless. You can jack these things up with monster tires like this if you want. There's guys selling that stuff and everything in the whole 9 yards to anything. You can build this thing to be anything. And another thing, the comfort. I like the seating position. I like that would be my fourth thing. And sitting position is, it's like you're racing a little race truck and in the bush and everything. Like you're not in the bush, but in the trails and jumping and everything and all that. It feels amazing. It feels like it feels like what it was meant to be. So that is excellent for the feeling of riding it. Like you sit in the seat, the comfort, the way it handles and everything. If you've never tried one of these, and if you do own one of these, you know why you own it. It's not, and you know, it's when you're sitting in there and you're driving it, it's a wow factor. So basically, and then the last thing, the fifth, is basically the way it looks. I like the way it looks. It's got an aggressive look. It's got an aggressive stance. Like I know the XRS stand even wider and everything and look even a little sharper than the DS. But we can't afford DSs up here because you won't fit in the trails anywhere and you're just gonna be riding oversized everything. But yeah, no, the look of it. It's a vehicle that looks pretty sporty, looks pretty awesome. I love the look. I hope they don't change it for a while. I hate it when they change a vehicle after 2 or 3 years or whatever, that all of a sudden everybody knows that, oh, that's the old ones. That's what they used to look like. So I hope they at least last another 3 or 4 years before they start changing them, because that makes you want to buy a new one. You know how they do it, eh? You want the shiny new thing. So, well, yeah, that's the last thing. And that I really like about it, it's the look of it. And yeah, so you guys got comments on stuff that you like and dislike about your bike, I'd like to know. If you agree with me on them, I'd like to know them. So please leave your thumbs up. And like I said at the beginning, don't forget to subscribe. And we're trying to work our way up to 1,000 subscribers. And when we do, well, I'll be happy to give you guys a gift. So make your subscriptions public so I can actually make a list and then put you into the draw. So the one lucky winner could win something. And I'm thinking it's going to be something pretty decent. So guys, be safe, and we'll catch you on the next one. So appreciate you guys watching. Bye for now.